Magic is all around us. It's in us, and it can be found in the most unexpected places. I am the rhythm. This is my dance floor. Let's get into it. Welcome to Travel+Mystery, and I am your host, Justin Adair. You're just jealous because my binder is cooler than your binder. On today's Pokemon card of the day, I was gifted a 50 card lightning box by someone who seems to like me a little bit. And in the box was supposed to be a super rare card. I looked it up and it was like a $7, $8 card. Now, I could be wrong. I could be using the wrong app. Let me know. But let me fix the lighting here. Okay. Oh, Lordy. Let there be light. This is a dark card, and it has 2 stars at the bottom, which, to my knowledge, that means that it's super rare, is Umbreon. This is my Pokemon card of the day. It is rare. It is the Eevee Evolution, which I actually finally got Eevee. It's got the holograph. My Umbreon is better than your Umbreon, but I recently had finally got Eevee. I recently finally got Eevee, and I just wanted to show Eevee off because, adorable. On today's creator shout out, this is someone who I have just started following, Off Grid Austin. Austin seems to have a very unique perspective on the world. He seems down to earth. And it seems like anything that life has thrown at him, he basically defies all odds and he stays true to himself. Austin showed up on my FYP, and the message that he said I definitely related to, and I started following him. And every time he pops up, it just seems like he's a breath of fresh air. Like, I can take a listen to what this guy's got to say, and I can think about it and relate to it. So if you are following Austin, or if you are not following Austin, go ahead and give him a look-see. Go ahead and see what he's all about for yourself. Off Grid Austin. On today's music break, we are going to count down my top 5 pop punk songs. Now, think millennial. Think MySpace. With my number 5, it is Empty, Click 5. The Click 5 had a popular song called Just the Girl. But the song I'm going to talk about today on the pop punk song top 5 list is Empty. Now, back in the MySpace days, you could have a song on your profile because you had to code your profile background to even have a profile background. And then you can pick a song. So when you go on someone's page, the song would come up. And I'd have this song on here because I am a former emo kid and dramatic. Empty is a ballad rock type song. And it's just basically about a relationship and having nothing left. And it's artistic, and I love the way that it's written. And I will just listen to that song anytime I think about it, because it definitely takes me to a nostalgic place. My number 4 is Jimmy Eats World, The Middle. Now, I have noticed that younger generations love this song, specifically talking about Gen Z. The middle comes on and they just light up. Now, this song was on Guitar Hero, and it's just one of those upbeat, positive punk songs. Just take some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. It's inspirational, it's relatable, and it definitely just puts you in a better mood. My number 3 is Paramore, Misery Business. Song is kind of rappy in a way, and it's very angst. And I believe Hayley Williams, the lead singer of Paramore, says that she doesn't even really like performing the song anymore, or that they don't perform the song because of the lyrics. I'm in the business of misery, let's take it from the top. She's got a body like an hourglass, ticking like a clock. It's a matter of time before we all run out. When I thought he was mine, she caught him by the mouth. I waited 8 long months, she finally set him free. She said, lie, he was the only one for me. I rock out to that song. I definitely had that on my MP3 player. Number 3 on my list. Number 2 is Sugar, We're Going Down. If you were a emo punk kid in the 2000s and you were listening to emo music, Fall Out Boy was definitely your MP3 player, or you had one of their CDs. So Sugar, We're Going Down, you might not know what he's saying, but you know that we're going down. And the rock, guitar, the beat just makes you want to go like this. Sugar, We're Going Down. Honorable mention, this was more MySpace emo, kind of like the Click 5 Empty, but the honorable mention that I have is Here in Your Arms. This is more pop emo or MySpace emo, definitely less rock vibe, but this is such a fun song. It's upbeat. It was played at all the dances in high school. I like where we are when we drive in your car. It was corny and cheesy and a little quirky and a little out there. I believe the album for this was like called Vampires and Unicorns or something like that. But this is definitely dancey and upbeat. My number 1 pop punk emo song that is my number 1 is The Kill, Bury Me, 30 Seconds to Mars. I believe there was like a Shining reference in the music video. I think that's what made me like it, but the song just, it basically sounded like a plea to me, and my teenage ears loved it and could relate to it, and it just was something that was always playing. I definitely had their albums, fell in love with their music, and as an adult, I drifted away from them. And then as I was doing this, I'm like, oh yeah, this song. This song was like constantly playing when I was a teenager, very loud in my headphones. But yeah, this is my top 5 pop punk emo to early 2000s favorite songs. Do you like it? Do you hate it? What's yours? Let me know in the comments. There it is.
Just going on a little snack run. Gotta get a little snack. Yep.
Do we need walls? Is the world peace, love, and rainbows? No, it's not peace, love, and rainbows. And yes, we do need walls for protection, but we also need to be able to let the right people in and the right things in. And you can do that through meditation. And you might say, meditation doesn't work for me. Then make it work for you. You can make something work for you by thinking outside of the box, by not doing it the way that the YouTube video told you to do it, or do it the way that a professional told you to do it, because maybe that professional has been told how to do something and that's what they were taught, and then they keep going in that direction. Well, this is how it is. This is professional. I went to school for this. I don't give a fuck. Because a professional is not thinking outside of the box because they're doing what they're told, what they've done, and what they've done has worked. But what if you discover something completely new that works not only for you, but for other people? People think that whatever they think whatever they think. Just want to put you in a box, put you in a label, put you somewhere where you fit to make it more comfortable. And I have said this in the art video, art should disturb the comfortable and comfort the disturbed, because I want to be uncomfortable, because that's where growth lies. I want to be imperfect because that's where things start to click. Rage and anger that I have felt that has been used against me as a person because of what I've been through, what I have dealt with, and tired of holding on to all of that rage and just want to scream. Ah! Because I can. Because why not? Because embarrassment and all of the bullshit that comes with standing in front of someone and saying, this is who I am, authenticity. It's just because they want to do it themselves. It's because we're all slaves to the rhythm and we all want to break free. Because inside we are hiding and locking ourselves. We are caging our own freedom. Well, this is how it works. This is what we have to do. The magic is in community. The magic is in connection. The magic is in a smile, in stopping and smelling the flowers. And yeah, that sounds cheesy and corny, but that's where the real magic lies. And you see, we can all be awake to that and still have different beliefs. But if your belief is that other humans' existence isn't okay with you, that's just wrong. You can't tell another human being that they aren't allowed to exist because they make you uncomfortable. Get uncomfortable. We are all living in an uncomfortable society. So let's stop being comfortable with what we're being told and get uncomfortable with each other to come up with a solution. I had decided that I was just going to say what I feel and what is coming to me and how I wanted to say it in this segment, because the segment is, this is how I feel. And it really is an exercise for me to use my voice, because I'm not fake, because I don't fake joy, because I have been and dealt with pain like every other human being. And there is hope within me. There is faith within me, regardless of what someone might think or what someone might say. None of that fucking matters. All that matters is that I hold on to that hope. The imperfection, the things that you find ugly, the things that you find uncomfortable, unusual, there's beauty in that. There's strength in that. The vulnerability, the kindness that you mistaken often or all the time as weakness. My friend, that's a strength. Being able to love. Being able to wake up and still show kindness and vulnerability after being told how worthless you are. That's strength. And that might not be something you understand because you haven't opened yourself up to that, because you are afraid. Be afraid. and do it anyways. Be uncomfortable and do it anyways. Not know what the fuck you're doing and do it anyways. Because that's where the real magic is. It's not in potions. It's not abracadabra. It's in here. And it's in here. Your heart. And anyone that tells you different is just using you to get what they want. Generation Y, aka Millennial. Being a millennial felt like growing up in the bridge between two worlds. We had an analog childhood and a digital teenagehood. We still played outside until the streetlights came on, but we also watched the internet slowly take over everything. There was a strange optimism mixed with anxiety. The future still felt exciting, technology felt magical instead of exhausting, and people disappeared when they left the house. Mystery still existed. During the rise of the internet, before everyone became a personal brand online, it wasn't perfect, but it felt more human, messy, and spontaneous. The internet was being born. This was probably the biggest shift. Kids went from no internet to dial-up internet to chat rooms to MySpace to early YouTube and social media. So millennials experienced both. A disconnected childhood and the beginning of hyperconnection. That's why the generation often feels nostalgic and overwhelmed at the same time. 9/11 changed the mood. A huge culture turning point for millennials in America was September 11 attacks. Before social media fully took over, TV and music culture were huge. Millennials are often called the in-between generation because they experienced childhood freedom before smartphones, but adult life during social media and economic instability. Thank you for watching this episode of Travel+Mystery. I am your host, Justin Adair. I appreciate you being here. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Do what you can because we do what we can with what we got. All right. I'll see you next time.